On August 20, 2000 myself and my wife boarded Jet Airways in Chennai Airport and after 3 hours journey reached Kuala Lumpur. We were received by our son at the airport and he took us to Cyberview Resort and Spa in Cyber Jaya where he had booked room for our stay. Cyberview Resort and Spa is a 5-star boutique resort, a veritable paradise set on 28.8 acre of award-winning landscaped gardens, featuring world-class quality of service and unparalleled Malaysian hospitality. Surrounded by towering palm trees, lush foliage, splendid tropical gardens, and meandering paths, the resort effortlessly blends rustic charm and with its state-of-the-art comforts in all its 112 lovely chalets, suites, and bungalows. The resort's location and environment was very beautiful with plenty of flower plants and trees. After taking rest in the room, we boarded a train in Kuala Lumpur Railway Station 0 on August 20, 2010 to go to Kota Baru where my wife's sister's daughter and her husband were practicing as doctors. Kota Baru is about 450 kilometers from Kuala Lumpur and we had to travel through forest area with tall trees and we enjoyed watching the beauty of the nature. The nearest railway station to Kota Baru is called Wakaf Baru which is just a couple of kilometers to the west of the city. My sister-in-law's daughter came to the station to receive us and took us to her house. Sightseeing on August 21, 2010. After a good night's sleep, next day we visited some Buddha temples. Wat Pho Thivihan, about 15 kilometers from Kota Baru, this temple houses what is claimed to be one of the longest reclining Buddha in the world. At 40 m long, it is even longer than the reclining Buddha housed in the more famous Wat Chayamangalaram in Penang. Part of reclining Buddha. In another Buddha temple visited by us was at Wat Makimaram where we could see a tall sitting Buddha. After visiting the Buddha temples, spending a nice time in my sister Sightseeing on August 23, 2010 in Kuala Lumpur. On August 23, 2010 morning, after taking breakfast in the resort, we went to Putrajaya railway station and took a train to go to Kuala Lumpur. We visited the Petronas Towers, also known as the Petronas Twin Towers, are twin skyscrapers. The Petronas Towers, also known as the Petronas Twin Towers and colloquially the KLCC Twin Towers, are an interlinked pair of 88-story supertall skyscrapers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, standing at 451.9 meters, 1,483 feet. The Petronas Towers are a major landmark of Kuala Lumpur, along with the nearby Kuala Lumpur Tower and Merdeka 118, and are visible in many places across the city. We went inside the tower and spent some time in watching a music program. After taking our lunch, we went to Putrajaya. Putrajaya, officially the Federal Territory of Putrajaya, is the administrative center of Malaysia. In the evening we went to see Putra Mosque in Putrajaya. It is located next to the Perdana Putra, which houses the Malaysian Prime Minister's office and man-made Putrajaya Lake. We saw many government administrative buildings located in Putrajaya. We also saw the Seri Wawasan Bridge, which is the most elegant of the bridges in Putrajaya. On August 24, 2010 we went to the famous Bata Caves Hill Temple of Lord Muruga. Bata Caves in short also referred as 10th Caves or Hill for Lord Muruga, as there are 6 important holy shrines in India and 4 more in Malaysia. We had our breakfast in one of the restaurants near the temple. While we could worship the deities at the bottom of the hill and saw the tall Muruga idol, I was unable to climb the steps of the hill due to vertigo problem to see the deity on the top of the hill.
On August 24th, 2010 night, we boarded the train at Central Station Kuala Lumpur to reach Singapore. I was surprised to see the railway station at Kuala Lumpur looked like an airport in appearance and maintenance. The train stopped in one station in the middle of night when all the passengers had to get down from the train for stamping the passport at the immigration counters in the train. After the formalities of immigration checkup, we had to board the train again, which reached Singapore next day, early morning after about 9 hours journey. Sightseeing in Singapore on August 25th, 2010. On reaching Singapore Station, we were picked up by my friend and bank colleague, Mr. Moreira, who was kind enough to accommodate us in his house. After taking breakfast, we went for sightseeing by one of the tourist bus duck and hippo tour. We rode around the city, sitting on top of the bus covering sites such as Chinatown, Little India, Botanical Garden. We could listen to commentary as we passed the most important landmarks in the city. We got down at the Botanical Garden where we could see many beautiful flower plants and trees. After visiting the Botanical Gardens, we visited a Hindu temple and worshipped the deity there. After taking lunch, we went for the tour again in the bus and could see many places on the route like Marina Bay Sands Sky Park Observation Deck, Singapore Flyer Ferris wheel, etc. We also had the experience of going round in the Singapore Flyer Ferris wheel, which is one of the tallest Ferris wheels in the world. Standing in the glass capsule on the Singapore Flyer, we could gaze out upon sights, including the sculptures springing out from gardens by the bay and the gleaming architecture of the Marina Bay Sands. It was really a thrilling experience for us. During the end of the day, after taking our dinner, we spent some time sitting in a place watching the illuminated buildings and the laser show.
In Singapore as early as the 14th century and settling in this area gazetted by Sir Stamford Raffles. Those worked as laborers.
After completing our trip to Singapore on 26th morning, we reached Changi Airport, Singapore, which is one of the largest transportation hubs in Southeast Asia. Thus, we had a hectic and pleasant one-week tour of Malaysia and Singapore, which gave us an opportunity to visit important places in these countries.